This video was brought to you by Sports. Smart people only read the sports. If you're tired of reading the same old sports books with ridiculous sports lists, rankings, and imaginary starting lineups, make sure you pick up your copy of Sports. Smart people only read the sports. This is the Illmatic of sports books, and it's a mixture of sports and hip-hop culture that will keep you mesmerized from beginning to end. Don't forget, go to sportsthebook.com or get your copy from warroomsports.com. War Room Nation, what's going on? This is Jimmy, and as we've been saying all show, we have a special guest for you this evening. This is a very special guest. Give you a little bit of background. Uncle Mike, whose YouTube videos you probably see us share, one of my hip-hop homies, put me down with this young man a little while ago, right? And people always, and Dad, I know you can attest to this, people always come to you like, yo, listen to my mixtape, or, I mean, living in Philly these days, I can't walk down the street without somebody handing me their mixtape. But
that's like everywhere we go, though, even when we travel.
Pretty much. Yeah, Dad, wasn't it Atlanta that somebody tried to rumble you for not taking his mixtape? Where were you at when the boy tried to rumble you for not taking his mixtape? Wasn't that Atlanta?
Yeah, I was downtown Atlanta. It was going
Boy tried to get
his partner was trying to scrap with me for, and I took the tape though, and I gave him some money for it. But dude didn't see that happen, so he was tripping, man.
Yeah, man. But my point is this though: when certain people vouch for somebody, you take a listen, right? Because there's only so many hours in the day. So I took a listen to this young man by the name of Dell P, and we'll bring him on in a second. And I was blown away, not only by the lyricism, but by the content. Like I couldn't, I really couldn't believe it. And, I was blown away, and I'm like, okay, he nice or whatever. But then when his next project came out, which we're going to talk about this evening, man, listen, it's to the point now where I talk about this so much, people ask me, is he paying me? Because I'm like his biggest promoter right now based upon his new project. And we'll talk about that when we bring him on. But without further ado, I want to bring on the revolutionary MC from the home of brotherly love. We got the brother Dell P in the building. Dell, what's good?
What's good, man? What up with y'all? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Chilling, man. It's a pleasure, man. And thank you for coming on, man, because, like I said, since your newest project has come out, man, listen, To the Moon and Beyond, I'm a huge Gil Scott-Heron fan. So to use that as motivation for this work, man, it just blew me away. And, I just can't believe that someone, specifically someone of your age, that would make something like that, man. So,
yeah, I'm a young old head. My grandparents put me on.
No doubt. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That I always had an old soul, but I just felt like me and Gil Scott-Heron shared a lot of similarities as far as with our content and the message we're trying to get out there. And the situations where, Gil Scott, he wasn't as big as he should have been because he didn't take, what the industry was trying to give him. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They were trying to, make him make songs about, things that he didn't believe in. And
absolutely.
I'm on the same type of time.
And it's crazy because he's before my time as well. But like you, I'm blessed to have older family members who put me up on game and take me to the Gucci store and show me the loafs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Word.
No doubt. Hey, Dell, this is Dev, man. Just good, to go along on that same note, you already said Gil Scott-Heron, so basically we listening to your music and we're wondering because to us, like that's the kind of stuff that we've always checked for, but it kind of seemed like in today's game, like we don't know where that fits because everybody's talking nonsense and all that kind of stuff. But hip hop and non-hip hop, like who were some of your inspirations to do the type of music that you do? Besides Gil Scott.
First and foremost, rest in peace to Fife. You know what I'm saying? Because the Tribe Called Quest, they made me want to be an MC. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my love of hip hop started. Everybody when they growing up, they try to mimic artists or whatever. Me and my brother, we used to always play Run DMC, doing cookouts and family get-togethers. But when I heard A Tribe Called Quest, it was over. Like this is when I knew it was it. Like this is what I want to do.
Well, let me ask you a question. Since you said you're a huge Tribe fan, I asked this of all Tribes fans, man. Low End Theory or Midnight Marauders, man? Which one?
Low End Theory, man.
Thank you. Yo, thank you. Cause to me it's
that.
low end theory, right? Like, and I've been going about this with everybody. Like the homies from Tissue and the Tape, they be going at my neck about. Cause the thing is, you can't go wrong with either answer. They're both phenomenal albums. But I know that low end theory to me, and it may just be the point in time, like in terms of my maturation when I heard it. Like that album is one of the albums I can say literally changed my life. And I remember, listening to it, like it was crazy. I'm glad someone else said that on a record. Because anytime we get somebody on the show and we talk Tribe, that's a question we have to ask.
Man, I remember Red City Top 10 back in the day. It used to come on every Saturday.
Absolutely.
Man, when Check the Rhyme and We Got the Jazz. And, oh, my God.
How about when Scenario dropped?
Man.
How about Scenario on Arsenio? Like, we can go back. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
word. I remember when they did Scenario on MTV, the Spring Break. Like, remember they used to have everybody performing during Spring Break? I remember Scenario. I remember they had a big cipher and then Scenario. It was crazy, man.
Now, let me ask you this question, because Dev mentioned the kind of content that we like it, but I'd be a liar if I said that I didn't like a little bit of everything. But one of the things that we've noticed over the last decade or so is the balance is kind of missing. Indeed. And I like all kinds of hip hop. Like, I'm not really into trap music so much, but I'm not going to front like there isn't some ratchet music. Like, I'm a huge fan of Cameron, who speaks nothing, but I find him hilarious nonetheless.
That's good.
But my point is, but here's the question I'm getting to, right? We know that your music has a message and it's conscious, right? But through your journey, you are from Philadelphia. I just want to know, did you ever have a time where you spit gun bar after gun bar, just like a majority of Philly MCs?
Listen, them talent shows growing up in them corner ciphers, everybody was a drug kingpin. Everybody had a gun on their hip. You know what I'm saying? So you had to give the people what they wanted to hear in them ciphers. But I never was a heavy, heavy gun toter or a heavy trap star, nothing like that. But it did come, it did come with the territory.
So what happened to make you kind of
switch lanes? I did a little of that talk.
What happened to kind of make you switch lanes, though? Like, what happened, or what did you hear to make you just go a whole nother route?
The whole, I would say, when I went to Boys Land High School, the charter school, that's actually the cover of A New Beginning.
Okay.
When I got the kids behind me.
Yeah, that's dope.
I was doing a lecture that day.
Okay.
And that day right there changed my life, bro. I'm not even going front. Like, I was tired of getting, I was tired of hearing the Molly talk. I would say that day, and I would say when I had a meeting with Rough House Records, and they told me they love my content, but I need to do songs about getting high for these 12 to 17-year-olds. That right there, that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Yeah, man, I can imagine, one of the things we do, like we go to speak to schools sometimes too, and we come from a different standpoint as like a media company that deals with sports and culture. But just to give you a quick analogy, we went to talk to a school, and every kid in the entire school said they was going to the league. And I'm talking about dudes that weren't even on the team.
Even the ones they weren't even close to being on the team.
Everybody was going to the league, and that kind of made us take stand back, like, man, we gotta do more, do better. So I was just wondering what made you make the switch, man. But that's good that you got a chance to do that, and it made a change in you. That's all about growth.
Word. And I think it worked out for the best, because I actually, when I turned that situation down with Rough House, when they told me to make those type of records and they wanted to be in the studio with me to make that happen, and I just wasn't with it. So that's how I met Rod Swartz. Shout out to Rod Swartz. That's actually the distribution company. 3 albums of mine have been, distributed by under Sony Orchard. So Redefine, A New Beginning, and To the Moon and Beyond are all under Humag, and it's been great success after that meeting. So, you know what I'm saying? God don't make mistakes.
That's what's up.
Well, Dell, probably for like the past 20, 25 years, it's like hip hop and its reputation is basically taking a beating with the establishment, because they kind of scapegoat it for all the crime and everything that goes on in the hood. And, music is powerful, whether it's hip hop or anything else. So, I'm not going to be naive to the fact that, music can inspire positive or negative. But do you think the kind of music that you're doing, like, do you think in today's day and age that it has the power to make social change, or at least add to social change?
It's about if the that if we get it on the internet, which that's the best way to market it. But these kids gotta go out and buy it. It ain't about the music. It's about who's like what's the popular thing. If Jay-Z made the type of music I make popular, everybody is doing it. You know what I'm saying? We just need somebody to just stand up and just like a Jay or a I would say like Rick Ross, somebody that's real, in the light right now, because that's what it is. It's about following these days, literally, not just on Twitter. It's about following trends, following ways. They made popping pills popular. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's unbelievable
to me. Unbelievable.
No, you're definitely right, though, because Jay-Z at one point had everybody drinking Cristal, and then when he felt wronged by the company and decided he's not going to drink it no more, nobody else drinks Cristal.
I remember the day he said, I don't wear jerseys, I'm 30 plus, and I seen cats literally throw their throwbacks.
Yeah, everybody had button up on it. Everybody stopped putting rums on their car after you said, he ain't messing with rums no more.
I'm like, crazy, right? Well, let me ask you a question along that same line, because, just making an analogy with what we do as well. One thing I recognize through the years, we've been on about 6 years now. One thing I recognize is that words have power. So you're an MC. So, people try to scapegoat a lot of things by using hip hop. But in your opinion, what responsibility does an MC or artist have when they create content or art? Like, what is your responsibility, if any?
I think we're the last voices. Like, back in the day, they had Martin, they had Malcolm, Marcus Garvey. They had Gandhi. They had people who were powerful with words. And I think right now, we're those leaders that can make a difference or make it worse out here.
Yeah, that's a great point. I guess the problem is I don't think a lot of people recognize that. You recognize that, but I wonder if the people who are in the limelight or at the top, so to speak, recognize their power, other than to just make money.
I was about to say, I think they do recognize the power, but what they want to use it for is to brand themselves. Like, they don't really care about social consciousness because, like a dude like Kanye got dudes wearing, Hanes T-shirts that cost $300. So, he knows he has power. You can hear it in the cocky way he talks that he has the power, but he's not really trying to make a change.
But the crazy part is not. I mean, we can have the argument whether capitalism is effective or not. But even if you are going to play the capitalist line, how about, rap about putting other people to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, helping brothers and sisters out. Like, you can make your money, but what are you doing with it? You know what I mean? As opposed to rapping about making money and wearing this or driving that, how about making money and I'm helping so many brothers get jobs? You know what I'm saying? So you can be a capitalist, but it's about what are you doing with, in terms of capitalism. But, it's just crazy. So I just always like to ask MCs what responsibility do they think they have, if any, because some people have literally told me none. This is my art. I don't have no responsibility.
See that's somebody who just in it for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up, because anybody know that somebody in Jay-Z position, somebody in Nas position, they have a responsibility because millions of people look up to them. Just like Beyonce. Like, if we had more Lauryn Hills out here, you know what I'm saying, it'd be less twerkers. It'd be less. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what, though?
It's the truth.
To their credit, I don't know what's happened. Maybe it's the birth of their daughter, but they do seem to be getting more socially conscious. Maybe it's come with age, but I've seen some people say that it was the birth of their daughter that made them reflect and make a change. But I do see them.
They're just tired of people talking trash about them.
I mean, none of us know the real answer. That could be it too. But shout out to them anyway. For whatever reason it is, shout out to them for finally doing something about that.
And I think they're gonna start getting blackballed. Like, do you notice that every time a black entertainer gets, to a certain level, they start trying to blackball them. Just like Michael Jackson, they said he was gonna start a whole label with just black artists on it.
Yeah, what's crazy is one of the books I read last year is a book called Michael Jackson Inc., and it's about Michael Jackson's business mind. So it talks about some of the things that you never hear about, and it also goes into how he got blackballed. A lot of it's because of the business moves he was making, but the book's called Michael Jackson Inc., but it talks about how Michael Jackson was a business genius as well as a musical genius. But the thing is, they found a way to get Mike out of here, even with the capital he had. It's like you would think that with Jay-Z and Beyonce's power and prestige and money that they could be beyond that, but you never know, man.
Word. It's crazy, man.
I had a question because I heard you, when we started talking about the MCs with power, saying that things basically depends on who says it. It kind of reminded me of something that I heard in your music. It might not relate as much as I'm trying to relate it, but on the song "Home Sweet Home," I was real curious as to what inspired you to write this song, because I think we have some some stuff going on with War Room Sports where we can kind of relate to that same sentiment. But you said in that song, you was like, feel like I catch my break if I slid. They don't want you to. Other cities pump you. That's how it is. Like, what inspired you to make a song like that?
You know what, man? With this, but like he said earlier, he pumps me enough that people are asking him, do he get paid for that?
Right.
You feel me? That's genuine support.
Right.
I said, listen, man, I appreciate y'all because I had family members, I had friends that knew me 20-something years that won't retweet a link, won't shout you out, but when they see you, it's all teeth and palms. It's all, you doing your thing out here. I saw the video. All right, if you saw it, let the public know. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're cool.
Oh, I feel you. Trust me.
Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man.
And that's why I asked you, because we've gone through similar things. We've been running this business for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And, like, to this day, 6 years, we have never missed a Thursday. We're on from 6 to 8 every Thursday. And that's just a show. Like, and that's one of the funny things, too. Like, we've been doing this for 6 years, and some people who are supposed to be close to us only think we do a show. Like, we got a full-fledged media company. We got 13 other people doing shows on our network. We got writers. We got all kinds of stuff. And people just like, every time they see me, I guess they think they're doing something by saying, how's the show going? But, like, to even take it further, like 6 years in, we've never missed a Thursday. And I still have family members and friends who call my phone during the hours that we're doing the show because they just don't realize, they don't remember that we're doing the show. And some of the lyrics in that song also caught me when you were talking about I can't remember exactly what you said, but it reminded me of our situation in the fact that people don't really check for you until something bigger or somebody bigger says something to you. Like, we got a feature on ESPN one time. We got in the newspaper one time, and they were talking about it. And the same people that you never hear from, then they want to be all associated with you because ESPN put their stamp behind it.
Exactly.
I feel that song, man.
It's crazy because I can relate to that too. Like, with our show, even like with the book I just put out, like cats wouldn't support my book, and then they'll see like a friend who'll have it and be like, yeah, that's my cousin. I'm like, but you didn't buy it. You want to claim me as your cousin now because your friend got it, but you didn't want to buy it from me. And then like that other thing he talked about, like, it's so true. I remember when ESPN had a little thing on us, and Cats was like, oh man, y'all do. I'm like, yo, but you don't care any other time now that they co-signed this. Or Mike and Jamel come on often to our show. When they come on, you want to listen, but when it's just us, you don't care. Like, so I totally relate to that song, man. That song could be related to in so many ways, but that's one of the dope songs, man. But one of my favorite songs, and this is how you know it's a dope album, right? I was talking to Uncle Briss about this. The thing about dope albums throughout hip hop is like, if you have a different favorite song, like 2 days later, like one song may be your favorite song, and 2 days later something else is your favorite song.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how Illmatic was. That's how To the Moon and Beyond. Like right now, the title track is my favorite song. But one of my favorite songs that I was listening to for literally weeks is Love and War, and I know you just did the video for that.
Oh man, salute, man. I
that video is amazing.
Religiously, man. Like that song. When I heard that beat, man, shout out to my producer Samad Dawson. When he made that beat, man, I had chills, bro. I had chills.
Yeah, and he produced every song on the album, right?
What was that?
He produced every song on his past album?
Yeah, every song. And you know, every beat is a Gil sample.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You can't tell. Like a lot of people don't know them songs that he sampled, so that was dope.
So salute to him, man, because that's another thing about this project. It's cohesive in the music, the musicality behind it, outside of the lyrics, is just amazing. So salute to him. I know that Phil from Tissue and the Tape, we were talking about that. He was like, yo, the production is just as tight as the lyricism. So salute to him for that. But you know, that video was amazing, man. And I know, you know, I couldn't make it. I wish I could, but that was a dope video, man. So salute for that.
Oh man, thank you. We had fun, man. That's another thing. When I put the picture up with all those people in the background with the flag waving, you know what I'm saying? It got some likes or whatever. But when I put the picture up of me and EST, it was hundreds of likes. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
same thing, right?
Exactly what you were saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody got to be there that they know and love and done seen, you know, forgive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that, you would think that picture with the flag and all those, you know what I'm saying? All those people on a positive vibe would break the internet.
Yeah, you know.
Nope. You gotta have somebody in it. Yeah, we understand, man. Trust me.
It's sad. It's sad. But you know, it makes it stronger, man. That's all. It makes what we trying to do even more better when the success comes.
All right. So who does Dell P listen to? Like, who you got in your headphones every day?
Man, I was listening to Mobb Deep earlier, man, the Infamous. But Tribe, I listen to Black Moon.
Here's a more difficult question. Outside of the classics, because we all love the classics, is there any current MC that inspires you or you listen to?
Joey Badass, Kendrick, Cole, and that David Banner joint, man.
Yeah, oh man, David Banner took it to another level. I was telling Dev earlier, I was like, my man became so revolutionary. He's starting to grow his hair like Frederick Douglass, man. Like he was taking this serious.
He's killing it right now, man.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. He called me and told me he was proud of what I'm doing, man.
Wow,
that was crazy. Shout out to Old man. He made that. No, matter of fact, shout out to you for giving us the listen to the joint.
Oh yeah, you know I got you.
What'd you say?
I said I got you. I had to bring that up. I told Britt. I said
that was dope, man. Like when you gave us the Britt did the review and put Love and War in that joint. He hit Britt like, yo, I need to holler at him. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy.
That's what Jimmy does, man. He's the hip hop oop thrower because everything I listen to. Because Jimmy, I don't like to get out of my box a lot. I'm an old school cat myself.
Yeah, Mobb Deep, Nas, Jay.
I still got like early '90s, mid '90s hip hop on heavy rotation everywhere I go, and even stuff older than that.
All of us do.
I go backspin a lot on Sirius, but anything that's happening now, Jimmy throws the oop. And I give it a chance because I know his taste, and I know.
Yeah, everything after Dev stopped caring after Stillmatic, like that was it for him.
But keep me current. Keep me a little bit.
One of the things I want to say about the chemistry between you and Samad is that, and I mentioned this to Banner as well. Is like, I like socially conscious music, but to be honest, a lot of it sucks because people think that just if you have a positive message, like you don't have to be nice.
Yeah, it has to be nice.
Nice. So that's the one thing I want to give you a compliment on, and also say keep that up because it's not just about being, socially conscious. Like you got to be nice.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, I feel what you're saying, man. Thank you for that. Because it's definitely some trash out here, and they think it's got the red, black, and green flag, they get bad. No, it ain't like that.
That's kind of why. Like my favorite MC of all time is Nas, and Nas, you know, he always had to fight for that balance, you know, because he'd do some ratchet stuff and he'll do some conscious stuff, but whatever he did, you know, he kept it nice lyrically.
It was always substance. It was always substance. Just like Black Puba, man. All for One, that's one of my favorite albums too. I actually got to see them live Saturday night.
That's what's up.
You had Kwame, man. I felt like an 8-year-old at that time. Man, listen, man, I knew every word. My girl looking at me because she's a little younger than me, so she don't know. All she want to hear is Future. You know what I'm saying? But man, listen, me and my uncle was saying every line, man. When he did On a Mission and Think About It, man, oh my God, man. They just don't know, man.
Well, let me ask you a question, because you just mentioned Grand Puba. And you'll probably use him as the answer to this question I'm getting ready to ask you. But I was going to say, who is your most underrated MC of all time?
Oh, yeah. Puba and AZ.
Oh, damn. My God. That's both of our answers. That's both
I was
about
to say, because AZ is, that's like my answer to that question. No hesitation. That's always on the tip of the tongue. As soon as somebody say underrated, I think about AZ.
After he made Rather Unique, I don't care what he did after that. That song right there damn near brings me to tears. Like, real talk.
Man, I just want to be here. That's my joint. I just want to be here.
I'm proud.
The game you gave me. Love my name is
proud.
Never so millions, but effort. I want to save the babies. But
I quoted his verse or some of his verse from Life's a Bitch in my high school yearbook in my senior photo.
Word.
And at that time, I didn't even know his name. I didn't even know his name. When I said something in the yearbook after the quote, something like Nas's homie or something like that. Like, I didn't even know his name. That's how nice it was.
Grand Puba and AZ. Those are two good names, man.
So
what question you ask that?
I just want to know who's the GOAT for you. Who's the greatest of all time?
I definitely, man. Puba was the bull when I was growing up, man. 360. I like it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Puba was it.
But so he would make your most underrated, him and AZ. But who would be your GOAT if you had to pick a GOAT? Who would be your GOAT?
Of all time.
Of all time.
Big is my favorite. But Black Thought. He running neck and neck, man. Them two, Big Nas and Black Thought, are my top 3.
Can't go wrong with that.
I've been wanting to put Thought on the underrated list, but it's like I think everybody know what he's about. They just don't say his name in those circles where they should say his name. But I think everybody know what he about. When he get on the track, like it's gonna be crazy.
It's like 18 people in my top 10, but it's funny that Thought just dropped a new one with Styles. I think it came out today. That joint is crazy.
Oh man, Black Thought tore that shit down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he definitely did, man. Like
he tore that down.
Yeah, he definitely did, man. But anyway, man.
He said he is real, like Palestine or something. Like what is he talking about? Like yo, he be killing it, man. Thought. You gotta be surprised if y'all hear me on something with Thought in the future, man.
I'm about to say, we gotta hear you with that, man. But before we get you out of here, we gotta ask you a couple sports questions, man. Go ahead.
You know we gotta ask you about sports. You know that.
Go Villanova. Oh, man.
So what's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport, I would say football. I would say football.
Okay.
Who you root for?
Even though they let me down every year, the Birds, I'm a Birds fan.
Same here.
They let me down.
Every single year. I feel you. And just like you said, like go Nova. For me, it's like anything Philly. Like, even though I share your sentiment on the, home sweet home joint, I still got so much love for the city. And I don't even live in Philly anymore. But I still got so much love for the city. Anything from Philly, I root for hard. Like when Villanova, when he hit that shot the other night, I went crazy.
Oh man, that was like the best game ever.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
I tried not to wake the family up, but I couldn't help it. Couldn't help it.
That was like the best game ever, man. Like I've never seen nothing like that. On both sides though, North Carolina was balling.
That was a good game, man.
Team would go away when anybody got down 7-10. Like they both clawed back. Nobody would go away. That was a great championship game.
And that's the thing. The fact that it was the championship is what made it so crazy. Because like I've seen games like in the tournament. I'll never forget watching the Kentucky Duke game when Leitner hit that crazy shot. But that wasn't the chip game. Like the fact that this was the championship game and just made it crazy, man. That was a dope ass game. But
definitely.
But Dell, before we get you out of here, what else you got going? You got anything new coming up, or you got any shows coming up? What's going on with you?
Oh, word! I got a shout out to Hype Press Magazine. We're gonna be throwing a real intimate event in the next month or two. It's gonna be sponsored by Revolt, Huffington Post, just a couple.
Okay.
I ain't gonna get into everything, but them two names right there should let you know what type of situation it's gonna be. It's gonna be like to the moon and beyond unplugged. I'm gonna have one more artist. I'm gonna have Tracy Preston. That's on Unique. Mm-hmm. She's gonna be, she's gonna open it up for me, and I'm gonna take it down.
Man, keep us posted with that. Was it gonna be in the city or where's it gonna be at?
Yeah, it's gonna be in the city. We trying to agree on the spot. Like it gotta be something, it gotta be something upscale. It can't be the same venues. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
I'm in the building, man. Just keep us posted because we definitely will have a presence there, man. And before we get you out of here, how can all of our followers or whatever get in touch with you on social media? What's your handles and all that?
Word, on Twitter and Instagram, it's the same, at Dell P215. On Facebook, Dell PZ, that's D as in dog, E, LL, P as in Paul, EE, Z as in zebra, IE. And, just go on YouTube, Team Peasy. You can catch all the videos, all the performances, all the interviews, all them freestyles. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Again, thanks for your time. And, man, keep up the good work, man. Keep making the city proud, homie.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man. Anytime.
Absolutely, man. Take it easy, homie.
You too.
All right, peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
Kuwait is the war room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys, diversified and educated.